Hey, what up, guys? Today I'm going to read you a comment that the judge that overdid the I Laughed at the Cripple Girl court case posted about me on Facebook. Now, understand, if you're not familiar, there are videos on here that show some of my news interviews and whatnot. If you're new to the channel, I sued the city of Cincinnati and the police department and won in federal court $25,000 because they arrested me for promoting a comedian with muscular dystrophy whose website is I Laughed at the Cripple Girl. Anyway, the judge that was in charge of that case, his name was Russell Mock. Judge Mock, which is kind of funny. Haha, don't mock. Anyway, Judge Mock posted publicly on Facebook about me, and I just am getting around to reading to you all what he posted. At the end of this video, you can see the post that he made on Facebook. Anyway, he said that, "I cannot believe the city is paying Tomer $25,000. He was one of the biggest jerks that came before me in 10.5 years on the municipal court bench. His conduct that day was outrageous and criminal. The problem with the case was he was never properly charged. The Cincinnati police officer should have charged him with criminal trespass and resisting arrest. He didn't do so because he would have had to take Tomer to jail, but because Allie had no other ride home. The officer was trying to be nice, so they charged him with disorderly conduct, which didn't fit the facts. Then the prosecutor's office made it worse by amending the charge to another D.C. section, which still didn't work. The jurors told me they would have convicted for criminal trespass and the resisting arrest if it had been charged that way. The police officers did absolutely nothing wrong. This is a real injustice. This settlement encourages people to act like idiots." And you can see it there. I'll post here at the end of the video. But to put things in perspective, like I said, I'll put links in the description to the news interviews about the Laugh at the Cripple Girl case. I was at a free public outdoor event, and I was promoting a comedian who at the time was a friend of mine by walking up to people saying, "Hey, would you like to laugh at a crippled girl?" I'd walk up to them, ask them that question, I'd hand them a card, and people would laugh once she rolled up in her wheelchair and start telling jokes. Well, somebody was so offended by that question that they called the police on me, and I was arrested. I was arrested and initially charged with using grossly abusive language. Upon being charged with grossly abusive language, I got the story into the media. It blew up, became national news, was in court for like 6 months. They kept changing the charges. They charged me with they charged me with using grossly abusive language. Then they charged me with excessive noise. Keep in mind, I was at an outdoor event, an outdoor party where there was literally a band playing. There was a highway not too far from where I was at. Boats, boats in the river. And then they finally took me to court, and I was tried with with turbulent behavior, whatever the hell that is. They tried to change the charges again, but I guess the judge got tired of them changing the charges multiple times, that eventually it was turbulent behavior that I had a jury trial in front of. And like I said, I won, and after I won, I did sue the police department, those police officers, and the city, which I won in federal court. So this just goes to show you that there is a very big bias in this city regarding artists, regarding free speech. And this is literally the judge from the Laugh at the Cripple Girl case, a judge whom I won my case in front of, posting publicly on Facebook that he thinks that what I did was a crime, that saying jokes in public is a crime, that using offensive words in public are a crime, and that I should have been found guilty. So, you take that for what it is, and you see that this is a real issue. This is literally a judge that believes using jokes in public are a crime, and that I should have been charged with a crime, not been found not guilty, and not successfully sued the city, for reparations. Anyway, what makes this even crazier is that he says in 10.5 years on the bench, I'm one of the biggest jerks he's ever come across. All I ever said in his courtroom was not guilty. So that's kind of funny in and of itself. He got mad, I remember, because I was wearing my T-Rex chain to court a few times, and I was told at one point that if I wore my necklace to court again, I would be charged with contempt of court, which is kind of funny that a judge could hold me in jail indefinitely because he didn't like my attire. So that in and of itself is a whole other subject. Regardless, take it for what you will, and have a nice day.